But 4 other teams will secure their places for the rest, or 3 other teams, I should say, will secure a place in the next round of qualifiers, with the rest due to be settled on Tuesday. Our referee is Elda de Carvalho Martins from Angola, and we're going to make a change. We're going to have a change here at the start of the second half, and it's going to come from the side of the Taifa Stars. John Boko, the veteran, is going to come on for Tanzania. As we get underway, it's the Flames that get us underway, of course, wearing the red. Red is for fire, red is for danger. They need to really push harder now at the start of the second half to try and get that equalizer. William Shongwe, from a tactical point of view, how do you think the Malawians need to approach this one? Should they go hell for leather?
Not different from the way they played in that first half. Yes, maybe not the most constructive play that we saw from them, but certainly that ball was playing into the attacking half for the most part, and that for me, yes, pitch, again I'll say it, not at all conducive for carpet football. And for both sides, I think they're struggling to keep the ball under control. But now, maybe from the second ball situation, they pushed Piri a little bit forward now. He's tall, he wins things. Possibility of second ball, certainly for Malawi, playing into the attacking there.
Ironically, it's being played on a carpet-like surface, but it's not conducive, as you say, to carpet football. The bounce is very unpredictable. Shot there on the volley, and that's Mohone, who has forced a corner. That's the kind of start that the Malawians need. Ali Mustafa in goal was fantastic in the first half. Couldn't do much about the goal that beat him. Took a deflection on its way through, and the shot there coming in. Initially, the initial shot was from Kaira and Msowoya, just trying to guide it goalwards. But, you can see he was uncertain there.
From that range, he wants to side foot.
Yeah, I know. He was clearly uncertain about the shot. There was Kaira. Needed to put his laces through that one.
Exactly.
Man who plays for Costa do Sol in Mozambique. Now pressure here from Thomas Sulimwengu.
Good covering defense from Foggia.
He's always a real danger, is Ulimwengu. They will need to watch him. Tawali looking dapper, dressed for the occasion, but can he deliver a result under pressure, under serious pressure? Results have not gone Malawi's way in recent times. So that was just the one change, by the way. John Boko coming on for Tanzania. It was just the solitary change that's been made. Just confirm in a moment who he came on for. But no changes for Malawi. It's as you were. There were the 3 changes that they started off with. They do have Gabadinho Mahango, Bloemfontein Celtic striker, on the bench if they need to throw in another attacking player. So there is that option open to them. And I'm sure that Tawali will bide his time a little bit.
For somebody that comes from an injury situation, you're not sure what is going to give you. So rather try and wind the clock as far down as you can, so that when they do come in, they're not going to conserve any energy. They'll go all out knowing that they can at least play for the remaining minutes.
Space down the right-hand side there for Sanudi. Stanley Sanudi picks out Msowoya. Msowoya, not really the kind of man who can play as a target man. He doesn't hold the ball up very well. He likes to run onto the ball more. That's Charles Makwasa, Tanzanian coach. confusion as to which way the throw is going?
It was a Tanzania throw, I can tell you that. The last touch came from Forger. That's why he actually didn't bother to try and go for the ball. He knew. He just ran away to try and give some cover. And he was more than surprised when he was told that it's your ball.
Just to update you, as I said, on how things stand, as I mentioned, 3 other teams will book a place in the second qualifying round, preliminary qualifying round. Going into the match is this afternoon. Chad have a 1-0 lead against Sierra Leone. Ethiopia are trailing by a goal to 0 against Sao Tome and Principe. A shock result from midweek there against Minnows. I mean, Ethiopia going down in that game was a bit of a surprise. And the other surprise came in the match that was played in Madagascar, where CAR, or the Central African Republic, were thumped 3-0 by Madagascar in what was their home game, but the game was played in Madagascar because of trouble in Bangui. So that means that they'll be going back there for they'll stay there for the second leg, trailing by 3-0. So they've conceded 3 away goals. So I think it's safe to say, well, it looks as if CAR on their way out.
Well, maybe surprised if you didn't see Madagascar during the COSAFA games. They were brilliant. In fact, they were called the surprise package in the way that they applied themselves. Went in as far as they qualified for the semi-final. In fact, they went almost all the way.
Well, they're on the verge of producing one of the shocks then of this qualifying campaign, as a foul down on Samata. Referee gives just a free kick and a chance to test Simplex Mtala. Effort from a long way out, and the keeper collects it fairly comfortably, reasonably comfortably. There's effort there from Mangwali or Mgwali.
Well, for a man of his height, that's why I'm sure you'll consider it an easy take from him.
So I think that it will be interesting to see how Tawali will change his tactics the longer the game, the scoreline stays this way. Even from a Tanzania point of view, I think while they were happy to sit back, they might need to reconsider that, because they need to. Samata stand very well here. They're lining up in the middle here. If you can pick someone out, disappointing, but good work from Limbigani Zabo to cut that one out.
He tried to squeeze the ball where the only space was. That's why it was easy for Zava to just make sure that he stretches his leg, he lunges forward just to make that block. Great work by Samantha to get the better of Kikea. And there was an interesting run from the deeper position on the other side, just inside of the goal area.
Went down for Malawi there, Musowoya. Malawi currently ranked 101 in FIFA's men's rankings. Tanzania are ranked below them in 136th.
Referee missed the incident completely, because he should have actually given. Should have blown, because it looked like a head injury. but somehow he missed it completely.
And look at the Ramadan Sanzovero man who worked in South Africa as well. Assistant to Ernest Mtawani. I was mentioning earlier, William, something that you can attest to. What a fantastic player Ernest Waya Chirwadi, as he was known when he first arrived in South Africa.
Well, from the days at Celtic, when he first arrived around 1986, unbelievable. Great passer of the ball. Certainly had great vision. Not only short passing combinations, he could do that as well, but also
packed the shot as well
from some distance.
Yeah, I remember in the tail end of his career as well, scoring an absolute crack of a goal for Orlando Pirates in a game against Swallows from long range, but he was an absolutely magnificent player. There they are, the supporters of the Taifa Stars. They love their football out there in East Africa, and so far so good for their team. Well, under a bit of pressure here now. They can clear their lines. Good work from Mzava, 21-year-old skipper of this Malawi national team. Malawi without Robert Ngambi, such a pivotal man in midfield. Frustration also starting to creep in amongst the fans. But there's time. Malawi have done what they needed to do in the first half, and that was to get that goal. It's given them real hope. Foul there on Ulimenga, but the referee waves play on. Ulimenga foul, but free kick now for the foul on Soboya.
You know, when the game is not happening for you, sometimes you start to get to feel as a coach or a supporter that all the decisions from the ref are not going your way. I can imagine that could be the case right now with the Tanzanian coach.
Picked up in midfield there by Muhone, Monsieur Muhone. In fact, it was Kaira. It's Muhone right there, that's offloading to Gerald Piri Jr. Forger's ball up in front. Now the chance to shoot! Well struck there by John Banda. Looking for his brace there. And just stinging the gloves there of Ali Mustafa.
Fantastic. You know, it was tempting, it was inviting, and I was afraid that he might just be tempted to have a second touch, but that was perfectly set for a volley. On the drop. Got it perfectly right. That's why Mtinge didn't have much of a choice except to punch that one away.
Now still Malawi, Forger's cross in. One misses out, and there's John Banda almost latching onto the loose ball. The keeper here undecided about what he wants to do. Simplex in Thailand.
He's complicating things.
I tell you what,
playing a simple football.
You could hear the crowd there. They had their hearts in their throats. Like, what is this guy doing again? As I said, he made a bit of a hash of things in Dar es Salaam. Was to blame for the one goal where he spilled the ball, and there again, looking undecided about what he wanted to do. But here's a change now. Going off was Gerald Piri Jr. and he's been replaced by Isaac Kahati. First change for Malawi. Gerald Piri was not very effective in that first half. We had a quiet first half. Then your thoughts on how Tawali might want what you might want to do with that change, William Shongwe?
Freshening up legs, maybe first and foremost, but also changing the style a little bit from being too direct with Piri, who always plays right eye up there, looking to deal with the high balls, setting it up for the midfielders. This time, I think they'll have to push it a bit more.
Glancing header there goes wide of goal. Tawali consulting there with his assistants.
I think next part of the technical staff there is former national team goalkeeper Swanudi. Also, I'm sure he's the goalkeeper coach.
Cedric Sanudi,
yeah,
the goalkeeping coach. The set assistant coach Ramadan Nsanzowiro from Burundi, but spent many years in South Africa. Cedric, I should say, Swatik Sanudi.
Cedric, yeah.
Who also played in South Africa.
Black Leopards.
Leopards have had a history with players from Malawi. Oh, the comical man from Kapombe. Harry Nyirenda, by the way, the Leopards captain, is from Malawi as well. Let's take a look at what Forja can do with this one. Healthy looking afro there on Forja. There it is again with the ball into the box. Could be something on if he can turn. Still alive, a chance to shoot for John Banda. Well, John Banda has tasted blood. He wants more. Does he get the corner from that one?
Yeah, looks like.
And marked. They're not picking him up, and smacks it off. It comes off the back of a defender there. It's definitely a corner. John Banda, man who scored the opener. And again it falls poor marking him, Zava. And again, the man forced to put the body on line. Puts his body on the line there. And take a look at it again.
Good first touch from Zava. Brings it down into his left. Maybe not the most powerful, but I think he was pretty much en route towards goal there with that shot.
Makwasa there. Makwasa. Charles Boniface Makwasa.
Looking at that goal John Banda scored earlier on, taking a slight deflection, putting the goalkeeper out of the equation.
I mean, the keeper seemed to have it covered initially, but it changed the trajectory of the ball with that deflection. They went nestled into the top right-hand corner. Very few goalkeepers are going to get up there, especially from where he started. Here's another change, then it's Gabatinho Mahango that's going to come on now, as yeah, getting into that stage of the game now where I think Mtawali realizes he's going to throw caution to the wind now, but it's an attacking player on for another, which surprises Mahone goes off.
A favorite for the fans.
Gabatinho Mahango's got pace about him, and he knows his way to goal, of course. The the Bloemfontein Celtic striker. Beg your pardon, it wasn't Mahone that went off. Mahone is still out there. Right, just to confirm, it is in fact Monsieur Muhono who's gone off. So he's taken off an attacking player and he's brought on another. But in Mahango, William Shongwe is going to player who's much more direct.
Yes, but also I think in position of the ball is one of those that is not afraid to put his foot down and take the defender on. You know, he looks a short player, but let me tell you, he can jump. So they won't miss any aerial power.
So that's two changes then that Mtawali has made as we are into the last 25 minutes of the game. 1-0 Malawi lead, but they trail 2-1 on aggregate. So they would need another goal here if we're to take this game into penalties. Just a reminder that Africa's #1 ranked side, Algeria, awaits the winner of this match. Match, by the way, those matches will be played next month. Miscue there from the defenders. They struggle to get clear their lines. Chase there, Samata.
Happy to just sit back is Tanzania. You know, they're not pushing or pressurizing Malawi from coming out of their defensive areas.
Yes, and we are with 24 minutes to go. I wonder, is it not too early for that, or are they gonna look and try and hit on the count as Mahango fouls Ulimwengu?
And look at how far you've drifted backwards as well, is Ulimwengu. For me, it's like,
is it
guys,
too early for this?
Way too early.
So the only way the game could go to a penalty shootout is if Malawi were to score next and equalize, and Tanzania were not to get onto the score sheet. Because if Tanzania were to get onto the score sheet, it would mean they win on aggregate anyway. Never mind the away goal. Space opening up again there in the midfield, but to see Malawi become a bit more adventurous and put pressure on the defensive Tanzanian team here, who clearly have decided maybe they will sit on the lead that they have. Now here come Malawi looking to push forward here. So we're hitting it back, and a powerful shot there struck by Isaac Kahati, but the block came there. There is Kahati again.
Well, they can't keep much of the ball. Is Tanzania at the moment. Everything they try to clear falls for Malawi.
So look at the chance again for Kahati. Good block from Yondani, Calvin Yondani. But now here they come forward now with that man Ulimwengu. He's always a danger, and he runs into trouble.
taking his time, is Mwengu.
Absolutely. The tactics are clear and plain for everyone to see. So it's free kick here then for Tanzania. Simplex Mtala to retest it here. As the referee gets the ball back.
Willie tried him earlier on. Is he going to go for it again?
No, that's poor. That's very disappointing. It's John Banda, the man who's got the only goal so far of the game, trying something else here. Could be pressure here, ball bouncing around. Ali Mustafa Mtim, yeah, as well. 20, just under 19 minutes to go, and then that's all that remains for Malawi. Their hopes of qualifying for a first ever World Cup, distant as they may be, those chances, they are certainly fading at the moment, because they would bow out at the first hurdle. Neither of these two sides have ever qualified for a FIFA World Cup. I don't expect to see that changing in this campaign, but stranger things have happened in football. Samata! Could have done a bit better there, Samata. It's a good ball to pick him out here.
Good first touch.
Yeah.
That little bit of distance to get himself away from the defender, and also being able to ready himself for a shot is always so key.
He's going to run out for a goal kick. In fact, it's a throw in. Seems to be there. That's the Samata's shot there. But he should have gone across the goalkeeper. Mwengu in the picture, and Samata, of course, preparing himself for the CAF Champions League final against USM Algiers in a few weeks' time. December looking for glory again in Africa's Premier Club competition. Having words there with Miracle Gabea. Frustration threatening to boil over here now as Mzava, now handbags all over the place here now. Referee needing to calm tempers here. Frustration threatening to get the better of the players. Of course, this is all taking more time off the clock.
Yeah, this works perfectly into the plan of Tanzania. Right now, at every given time, any additional second wasted will work for them.
Yellow card for both John Boko and Limbigani Mzava. And Mzava with the right smart as I can't believe I just got booked. They will continue, as you see their little shove. goes for another bite at the cherry. Well, the referee's actually got his back to the action, so...
This is how it started.
15 minutes remaining. And still the demonstrations with the referee continue. Referee wants play to continue now. It's a free kick for Malawi. So Oya felt he might have been fouled in there. So double change. Well, it's a one piece here. Malawi going to make their final change. While Tanzania are also going to make a change of their own. Mrisho Ngasa is the player who's going to come on. And just to have a look in a moment.
Farid Musa is the one coming up.
Farid Musa
sure.
is the player who is going to make way. It's second change then for Tanzania. And from a Malawi point of view, it's going to be Robin Ngalande who checks in. Ngalande,
for Kikea. Kabeya, sorry.
Kabeya, the defender. So now that's a more attack-minded substitution. Of course, the striker is Robin Ngalande, currently on the books of Cape Town in the South African Premier Soccer League. So it's clear now. It's time to go for broke for Malawi.
It's the right time for me. And he's playing at home, and he's got about 15 minutes to be able to achieve that. And also as well, I think the timing is such that with Tanzania maybe not pushing bodies forward. We mentioned that they're not even challenging, they're not even pressing high. So there's definitely a lot of time that the defenders spend the ball with without being pressurized. So that will go pretty much in the way of Malawi to make these changes in their favor. An additional striker means that they draw an additional midfielder back from Tanzania.
So that's he's made his full complement of changes now. Has Ernest Mtawali. Tawali's made his full changes, so that means it's down to the men on the field now to bring the result home. Now then, possibilities here. So yeah, the pass was played a little bit behind him. Not the best pass. At the other end is still good pressure, but the skipper puts it behind for a corner there. Pressure now coming from Malawi.
He's done well, his Banda, I can tell you. He's been dropping into the midfield, collecting the balls, making sure that he feeds it to the front runners at every given opportunity. And now playing a little bit into the wide side.
Runs away for a throw in quickly. Looking to take it quickly there was Kaira. Now it's a good ball now. Mahango pulling wide, and the skipper Arub quickly taking corner here. Good cross into the middle from Kuwadi. Schumacher, that is. Here's the youngster, 17-year-old Kaliati, came off the bench and when he plays for Mighty Wanderers. Just 17 years old, so not trying to give the youngsters a run there. Mechi Zaba is a poor cross from Sowoya.
A little bit selfish.
Yeah, that angle was way too tight.
Yep. does well to get himself clear from everybody else. But in such a situation, if he pulls it back, it hits against the defender, and it's a corner kick.
There's a man down now from Tanzania. Of course, an opportunity to take more seconds off that clock.
And also breaking the momentum of the Malawian game. At this stage, they need every bit of breather that they can create.
Yeah, they're on the ascendancy, Malawi, as you would expect, needing to try and get that equalizer. 10 minutes remain on the clock for them to try to get that equalizer that will take this game to penalties.
I don't understand this. A lady is actually carrying or holding one side of the stretcher. There's a man walking empty-handed.
Hey man, we're all equal now.
Regardless, I'll be ashamed as a man.
She's strong enough. Clearly, she felt up to the job. Some might consider that sexist, that you think that just because she's a woman, she's unable to carry the weight of a stretcher with 3 other men helping, or 2 other men helping.
Far from that. The point is very clear. You gotta be a gentleman.
Well, you're assuming that that gentleman is stronger than that woman. Now, Msowoya closed down by Mukami. Stanley Sanudi. Kaira is looking for Muhango. Forcia plays it to Kuwadi. This is a good run from Schumacher. Kuwadi. Stanley Sanudi again. Nice touchdown there from Muhango. Disappointing effort there from Schumacher. Kuwadi. Very disappointing actually, because he had time for it. And then he just hacks at it and shanks off side of boot. There were possibilities there for Malawi.
But what I like about Malawi is just about all the balls. They're looking to play them into the area with some height, because they've actually created a structure whereby there's quite a group underneath the ball when it's played high into that area. That, for me, there's nothing wrong.
Galande. Forcia's ball into the box, looking from Sowoya. Let's see what the teenager can do here. Kaliati. The chance here for Kabatinho Muhango. But the first touch wasn't a good one. Actually took the ball away from him.
Yes. Tombe had to try and hook the ball, which didn't quite fall for him. But much better again from the youngster. Very confident to actually try and whip his way through such a cluster of defenders.
Back live. Sowoya has done well. There he is, Kaliati again. Now they could be hit on the counter-attack here as Samata looks to break for Tanzania now. Still Samata going. Brings in that man John Boko. Couldn't keep it in play. Robin and Galande coming very deep. Oh, what are they doing here now? Living very dangerously. Malawi, suicidal stuff.
If you're going to press that high, TT, this is, for me, is the price that you must always be ready to pay. Reverse attack from nowhere. Tanzania.
But they have to take the chance.
Yep.
They have to take the risk. There's no two ways about it. I mean, if they're going to lose 3-1 or 2-1, it's not going to make a difference. They'll still be out. So they have to gamble. Minutes, a little bit of change remaining for whatever time referee Martins chooses to add on. Malawi's slim World Cup hopes fading rapidly here. Or World Cup qualification hopes. Foul there on Ulimwengu.
Clipped from behind. We might maybe honest with ourselves.
Let's have a look at what happens with the stretcher now, William Shopper, to see whether your chivalry applies. And as you said, the men show there must be more gentlemen.
It's going to be yellow carded for that, because he has to get into that.
Yeah, he has to get on the stretcher. Play was stopped for the assistants to come onto the field. Clear foul there.
But didn't get. Maybe that's what upset him.
And he's been booked as Ulimwengu.
And unfortunately, we didn't have the opportunity to see who was going to be a part of the
the pallbearers. Oh, look at him now. He's fighting with the paramedic. He's getting very annoyed, but he has to get on there, and that's why he got himself booked. Ulimwengu, Thomas Ulimwengu. Those are the rules. Time is certainly running out now for Malawi. Hango looking to run onto that one. Another chance to counter for Tanzania. If they play this right, there could be danger. Now they've gone backwards. That's a nice little touch there into the path. From Gasa. Flurry as John Boko looks to keep this in play, but won't get there. Looked like a foul throw from Mzava, but he gets away with it because the assistant clearly wasn't looking. Wengu looking to keep it in play, but
I thought that was a corner kick. He's got a point.
Yeah. And he's amused by the call. Let's take a look at this as Forger gets the last touch.
It bounces off Forger.
Oh, that's so obviously, unless he was suggesting that it was already out of play when he touched it, when Ulimwengu touched it. But that was so clearly a last touch of
But let me tell you what happened. The body of Ulimwengu might have shielded the official away from picking up the situation. So he couldn't have been able to maybe make a decision on something he didn't see. That, for me, is the only reason.
They come again now with Ngasa on the board. Mrisho Ngasa. Ngasa again. Taking on Sanudi as well as Sanudi. Just under 2 minutes remaining now of regulation time. All over the top. Sovoya in a tangle there with the skipper Harub Ali. Sovoya wins it and gets the throw in as well. He's worked hard as Sovoya. Stopped running, he's plugged away. Time is running out here. Stanley Sanudi looking for one into the box. Away by John Boko. Handball. Now we're looking to take it quickly here.
Is there a chance to go direct? You'll need.
Handball, good call from the referee Martins. But yeah, it will take something special to beat Mustafa Ali Mustafa Ngide, who's Mtinge rather, who's been fantastic this afternoon for the most part. John Banda floating it in this time. Still alive. Oh, he cut underneath it. What a chance that was.
took a deflection. There's a corner been given.
Limbekani Mzava, there was the corner. John Banda's come across to take it. Seconds ticking away now into the last 10 seconds. In the chance here, oh, across the face. Everyone missed that one. Oh, what a chance again for Malawi. This is a look at the original effort there from Zava. Now this, look at this corner. Beats everyone.
True. Just needed the red shed. He didn't need to do anything. Stand there, let the ball hit you.
4 long minutes for Tanzania. And from a Malawi point of view, it might seem like too little. That's all that remains here. As the crowd sounds as if they're already beaten. They've gone very quiet. Just thought they'd give the crowd, their team, one last push. Lift them up one more time. But yeah, Samata now looking to take more time off the clock, but referee waves play on. Malawi needing to keep this in play. A bit of a tangle there with Sowoya and Ngwali.
Could the effects of the CAF Champions League football be taking its toll on the two players? Because you saw Mwenge as well, and so is Samantha. Both of them are struggling in the field. They're supposed to be the best in this between these two teams. Yes, they've contributed and played their role, but you can see.
But it also could be tactical. This is just more time wasting. And I'm sure Mr. Martins won't be fooled. He will add the time. This is the goal, the only goal of the game thus far. Well taken on, I mean, with a little bit of help, more than a touch of good fortune about it. As you see that deflection, making sure it's well beyond the reach of Ngite Mtinge. There we go. And the lady is going to, she was, well, here again he's refusing to get onto the stretcher. He's going to get him, well, he wasn't booked, he's going to get booked now. Samantha, but they clearly don't mind.
Unnecessary.
He clearly doesn't mind. It's just wasting more time here. Samantha now, like Ulimwengo, booked for refusing to get onto the stretcher. That's 2 minutes now that we've played of the 4 to be added. The traveling supporters here of the Taifa Stars sense that victory is theirs.
Well, we could easily add another 2 minutes into the 4.
Yeah. I wonder whether he will. I wonder whether the referee will add that time. Flicked on by Msoboya. No one there to gather the second ball from a Malawi point of view. Free kick has gone against Malawi. And it'll be a yellow card as well. It will go to Schumacher Kuwari. Some challenge there from Kuwari. Have a look at this. Was late, and of course Ulimwengu will milk it for all it's worth. He has to get on the stretch. He's already been booked.
Reckless he was.
It was a reckless challenge.
But if you think about it, he was...
I'm not sure the damage was that bad though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Makwasa there. Kept the coach of Tanzania, Charles Boniface Makwasa. This time, the lady is there, carrying it.
Clearly accepts the ride now. He doesn't have a choice.
You see that lady's quite happy to carry the station.
Getting some mileage, of course. There's nothing wrong with that.
By the way, we've had the 4 minutes already, over 4 minutes added on now. So I wonder how much more time Martins, the referee Martins, will allow. Last chance saloon we fancy for Malawi now. John Banda fouled. Tanzania clear their lines. Still can't get it into that box. Tanzania doing very well at the back there. Forger's ball up. John Boko now back at full back. There it is, the final whistle to end off Malawi's hopes of progression here in this qualifying round for FIFA's 2018 edition of the World Cup. And they've hung on, they've done the job, they did the business in the first leg at home. Not enough from Malawi really to threaten, and Mtawali shakes hands with his opposite number. One wonders whether he will survive this defeat now, in terms of the pressure that he was under going into it. And delight for the Taifa Stars, who march on. They'll have one more round at least of qualifying action in the World Cup as they face up to Algeria. It might well be a bridge too far, but they'll be delighted to have gotten this result here against Malawi. Ranked above them, remind you, in the FIFA's rankings, Malawi 101st place and Tanzania 136th. But all said and done, William Shongwek, just quick thoughts on the result.
Well, I think from what we saw is just about everything Malawi did try to put into this game. It was